All right. Good morning. I'm hoping that this finds everybody well. It is uh, Star Wars Day, I believe. May the 4th be with you. Um, but I wanted to give you guys a rundown of what's going on the rest of the year. There's been some confusion. Seems like every time I try to clarify things, I make it more confusing somehow. But probably me. So let me see what I can do to clarify things. Here's what we're doing the rest of the year. You have I'm reading from my notes, one, two, three, four, five, 6 things to keep in mind for the next 3 weeks. So for every student, all students, you have AP Practice 3 that's due Friday. That's opened up now. You can do that. Type that up. I will make commentary on this. I will be getting through the commentary from last week's today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And then next week I'll be doing the same thing. That's open up. You're ready. You're welcome to do that. Remember, you're only doing question 2. That's it. Quite a couple of students were, how are we going to do all 3 of these questions? All AP is giving you is one question, question 2. That's why we're practicing question 2. So on the 20th, when you take your exam, that's one single question, one essay, one document. You're going to analyze the rhetorical situation in that particular document. So that's due on this Friday. The following Friday, there'll be another one due. So that'll be the 4th practice. So then the next week is the week of the 20th, and you'll be taking your exam. So what do you have? You have practice 3, practice 4, and your exam. If for whatever reason you miss, or there is a mistake, or some issue happens on the 20th, you have the makeup, which is possibility for you on June 5th. Then that's it. If it's not May 20th or June 5th, absolutely, you don't get to take the exam. So please attempt and work at making it the 20th. Don't say, oh, I have until June 5th. Take it on May 20th. If something happens to where that is unacceptable or is an issue for you, then go ahead and take it on the 5th of June if you need to. On the 20th, it is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Everybody will be taking it at 2 o'clock. And then on the 5th, the makeup is at noon. So as far as AP, what do you have? Summary. This Friday, next Friday, exam. That's it. On the essay, you have 2 dates that you need to be thinking of. The draft is due on Wednesday, and I'll be finishing up looking at those practice. But even if I don't get to that by the time you're writing on it, that's fine. I'm going to be doing that all over again with the drafts. So the 6th is your rough draft is due. That should be a complete draft. That should be something you're proud of. And then on the 25th of May, that's when your final draft is due. That's it. So for the next 3 weeks, you have practice 3, practice 4, and your exam. You have your rough draft, which shouldn't be a major, for the majority of you that I'm reading, that's not a major thing. That's maybe an hour's worth of work in doing that for the majority of you. Maybe a little bit more, but not that much. And hopefully you've been working on that already. And then your final draft. When I get back with you on those, you'll have almost 10 days to get that taken care of. And that should not be a huge issue for you either. So for the next 3 weeks, you really only have about 5 hours, maybe 6, over the next 3 weeks. So if it's 6 hours for the next 3 weeks, that's 2 hours a week of getting this work done. Because on the AP practice, you can't do more than 50 minutes. You shouldn't do more than 50 minutes. I took the timer off, but time yourselves. And on the exam itself, you're only going to have 50 minutes. And then with the rough draft and the final, that should not be an issue also. Now there are some items that I posted for you to look at from AP. You need to go through some things for them. So that's going to add a little time for that. That's why I gave you a little bit of maybe 6 hours over the next 3 weeks. But that's it. And then we're in summertime. So please stay with me. Stay with the tasks. Stay with the thing. Because in the end, you're going to have these things accomplished. So, and these grades are going to count as far as I know. And so we need to make sure that we're sticking with it. All right. If you have questions, I'll happy to answer your questions. But one of my first questions is going to be, if you ask a question is, have you looked at the items that I'm posting already? And if you haven't looked at the stuff that I'm posting here, then you need to do that. All right, I don't need to give you the answers that I've already given you. But thank you very much. Hope everybody's doing well. And that's what we're doing for the next 3 weeks.